Jannik, well done. Through to the semifinals once again. How pleased are you with your performance tonight?
Yeah, it was a very tough match every time we play against each other, so I'm very happy how I handled the situation. Obviously happy to win in straight sets. But again, Ben is an incredible player, and every time we face each other is very interesting to see, so I'm very happy about today.
Have you had a chance to pay attention to the other matches happening tonight, and have you seen what happened with Djokovic? How do you feel about facing him next?
Yeah, I mean, I followed. I was before my match. I was also a bit sleeping, so I have to do also my thing. Unfortunate for Lorenzo. In the other way, it's very difficult to play against Novak, especially best of 5. It's still long. So it's. I hope it's nothing too tough for Lorenzo, because starting the season with an injury is also not easy. At the same time, it's gonna be a very tough match. The next one, we know each other quite well, so it's gonna be interesting to see how we handle the situation, and then we see. But I haven't seen a lot.
How does playing at night here sort of change your approach? A lot of the players talk about how it's almost a completely different court here at night.
It's different. During the day, it also depends if what temperature it is, because if it's very warm, the ball is more bouncy, it's more alive. In the evening, it's a bit different. Today it was also breezy. Also these changes, but it's more about the timing. When you go to sleep, when you wake up, it's different. You don't wake up in the same time as you play a day session, so you go to sleep slightly later and you wake up later, and trying to be in the best possible schedule. Everyone is different also, but it changes, of course.
I just wanted to ask about your outfit. Actually, you changed it a few times during this tournament. How did you decide to switch to the white short and hat, and is that what you're going to keep for the rest of your time here?
No, it's more about in the evening it doesn't make a big difference, but if I potentially play in the day, I have a white hat also for the heat. Having a bit more white, it's in hotter conditions a little bit better, even though in the evening it doesn't change a lot. So but yeah, that's the only reason.
Can I get you to reflect on that 2024 semi-final in Australia against Novak, and just how your life and career has changed since then? Like how significant that match was and everything that's followed.
Yeah, I mean, when you make the step ahead in kind of use final of a Grand Slam, and winning against Novak, and it does change a bit. In the same time, you have to do it over and over again. It's very difficult. It's one of the toughest challenges we have in our sport. So it's, as I said on court, it's great to have Novak, playing this level still, very, very, very high level, and and it's Grand Slams always very difficult against Novak, So let's see what's coming. But in the same time, things has changed, of course. Me personally, person-wise, I'm always the same. We go day by day, and we have one opponent at a time. Tomorrow we have day off. We try to use it in a very positive way, and then we see what comes out. It can go well, but it also can go wrong, and sometimes it's fine. It's that's tennis. That's how our sport is, and I don't want to put myself extra pressure. I'm happy to be here, happy to play one more time. The semis here in Australia is a very special place for me, and we all hope for a great match.
Jannik, both you and Carlos have been so dominant so far in this tournament. Is there a sense, I guess, do you feel that you guys are sort of extending the gap between you two and the tier of players below you guys?
I can just talk about from my point of view, and I'm someone who is not looking on this. I find myself in the semis, had to overcome very tough challenges, that every day and every match day, we never take the opponent for granted, and we try to maximize my potential, and not always you can show the 100%, and it's fine, and honestly that's it. I'm someone who goes very much in the present moment, and as I said, very happy to be again in the semis, and the season is long, many things can change. Great player are coming up. Novak's still here, Sasha playing great tennis, and there are many things what can change in the same time. I just try to do my best, and that's it.
You've played Novak quite a lot over the last few years. He will be 39 in May. I just wonder, do you think there are things that he doesn't do as well now as he used to?
This you have to ask him. I don't know. I mean, the level he is still playing, he is, I think, the most professional athlete we have here in the locker room, and I also try to be as professional as possible. Obviously, he has a huge package of experience, with himself. You see him on the court, he knows how to handle every situation in the best possible way. And me as a 24-year-old, I'm lucky to have someone like him, in front of my eyes, and I can hopefully learn something, and feel like every day, every time he plays, I can learn something about him, about Carlos, about all the other great players, and I take this as a positive, So I think he's, the way he's playing, the way he's moving, it's, if you are not professional, you don't play at this level. So he's an inspiration for all of us, and especially the young players.
Last one.
Jannik, Ben is obviously a powerful and explosive player and dangerous, but I think you've now won 22 sets in a row against him. So did he bring anything tonight in the match that was different, or is he doing anything that's putting you in any kind of pressure?
No, but honestly, he's improving every time I play, because he's serving better, changing a lot the serve. The backhand has improved, as we saw today. He's trying to be very aggressive, and there are times where he changes a bit more, and then times where he changes a bit less. But it's also how you feel in that day. You cannot just close your eyes and just go for it. So I think we are gonna see a great season for him this year. Now it's also for him, the experiences he made last year, it's a big package also for him. He handles certain situation, you see him changed a bit, the mentality, and he's very eager to improve as a player. He puts a lot of work in. He has a great team behind him, and yeah, I think he's gonna just improve, and he's gonna be every time more and more dangerous.